All right, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday night. Favorite night of the week at the V Speed Contender Series. Tonight we're going to be at the famous Bristol Motor Speedway night race. The Contender Series, sponsored by Nitro and FRT. Had a couple crazy weeks here, so hopefully tonight will go a little bit smoother than it had last week. I apologize for last week. For some reason or another, I lost internet right in the middle of that broadcast. So just a little recap of last week. We had newcomer Tim Marlowe come out and set on the pole, led a lot of races. But in the end, it looks like Todd Cray pulled one off. So Todd Cray's first win of the year. Anthony Promoter, our points leader, was in second. Dan Shamoon in third. Now Todd had the fastest average lap time last week of 32.75. Dan Shamoon with the fastest lap of the race of a 31.04. So, pretty decent race, from what I gather. Not a whole lot of cautions or anything like that, so everything turned out well. So as of right now, our point standings are as follows. Got Anthony Promoter in the lead with 367 points. Have Dalton Cowden in second and 344 points. Marty Phillips in third with 300 points. Tyler Bentley in fourth, 297 points. Ron Thompson up one spot to fifth, 291 points. Rachel Hunt down one position to sixth and 285 points. Ryan Lang was plus one with 273 points. Jimmy Babbs in eighth with 265. Dox in ninth with 258. And Jason Spear brings up 10th, 253. And tonight we have a treat. We have Connor Hall from Connor Hall Racing in the house. He's going to be running the race with us tonight. You may know Connor from the short track racing in the Virginia, Carolina area. Dominant car pretty much anytime he goes to Langley and Hickory. Won at Carteret, won at Dominion this year. Been on a pretty good tear.
Mic off. Mic on.
Let's see if we can get this ringer to come in here and give some of these boys a little bit of run for their money. Ride around with him a little bit here. Still trying to get it set up, dialed in. And just a few laps to go, and then they'll be hitting the track qualifying. Looks like we're going to have a pretty full field tonight. This ought to be some pretty good racing. Hopefully we can get some good green flag runs going here. All right, so like that's it. Not here to qualify. Colton Callan and Ron Thompson are out on the track. Honor. Like we got a newcomer on the track, Brian Helm, so far with the fastest. Person's he's another one that's doing really well this year. There, Anthony almost got. Looks like too many people are wanting to qualify today. So far, we got Brian Helm on the pole with a 14:53. Anthony right behind him, 14:57. Third, fourth, Dalton's in fifth, Phillips in sixth, Rush in seventh, Dox in eighth, and Ron Thompson in ninth. Got Jimmy Babb on the track currently. Thinking that didn't go well for him. Jesse Swans out there for good enough place. Like anybody else is going to qualify. Another minute left to qualify. So kind of looks like we'll have our feet set. Bristol's one of probably the most popular tracks out there. All concrete. Two pit roads. Kind of old short tracky feel. Morning to go. Thank you for the truck race. All right, so the field is set. Go out for a few laps of practice. Brian Helm. Drivers meet. Bristol Motor Speedway, actually the fourth largest sports venue. 10th largest, seats up to 146,000. Call it Thunder Valley for nothing. Many years since I've been there. Nice race to go back. All right. Did a little bit of practice before they bring him to green. There's a couple little extra fine tuning adjustments in, and what they got. Connor's fast. If he can keep that truck under him, he's going to be tough to beat, that's for sure. Jesse's been a couple races. First race he came in was the Watkins Glen, and he about won that. See if he's got anything for these short track boys. Mr. Tim Marlowe's back with us tonight. Something tells me that we're going to have a long night. Looks like Connor and Anthony done about at the same time race pace wise. Right. Boys lined up. Here. All right. Pace truck's getting ready to pull off here. Oh, here we go. All right, so tonight for the V-Speed Contender Series at Bristol Motor Speedway, we have Brian Helm, pole of 14:53. First time in the league, first time pole, so that's one last week, one this week, with new people on the pole. We have our current points leader, Anthony Promoted, in second. Second row, we're going to have Rachel Hunt and Bernard Person. Third row, we're going to have Jesse Swans and Dalton Cowton. Fourth row, we're going to have Marty Phillips and Patrick Rush. Fifth row, we're going to have Doc Stout and Ron Thompson. Sixth row, we're going to have Jimmy Babb and Jim Johnson. Seventh row, we're going to have Tyler Bentley and Ryan Lang. Eighth row, Joe Zader and Connor Hall. Ninth row, Tim Marlowe and Jake Spears. 10th row, Doug Chappelle and Cody Morgan. And 11th row, Gary Jaworski. Pace truck here should be dipping off. Brian will get ready to bring him to the green.
Green, green, green.
All right. And the promoter gets a killer start on the outside on the start. I know, I kind of think if we were in real life, that would be under review, but he jumps out to a good little lead. Brian able to hold second place. So everybody going straight. Everybody playing nice. Everybody kind of knows the tail. Like Jim Johnson's going to try to take over 7th place there. Everybody just getting settled in.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is
Right.
out.
We have a caution. Like the 92, Jim Johnson. If we can get an instant replay on this. Like he just barely hit the apron and then spun him on around. First caution comes at lap 7. Have 123 laps tonight. And these trucks so on the edge here that it doesn't take much to things bound up and go right around. Bristol held its first NASCAR race July the 30th of 1961. So it's been around a while. Been around longer than I've been around. At 36-degree banking. Well, it's a variable banking, 24 to 36. So definitely a unique track to race on. Also has a drag strip there too. I think they also played football in there as well. Not really sure. I know they raced just about everything here.
Green, green, green.
All right. Anthony gets another killer start. And we're back to racing. Well, got another going
All right,
around.
man, caution is out. Caution is out.
Yeah, looks like another look. Sure. That was kind of a racing deal. I had a lot of net code there too. Cody Morgan going to peel off into the pits. Jesse Swans done made himself up to second place now. Second place truck was involved in that wreck somehow. Two other takers like Ron Thompson and Cody Morgan came in again. And made his way up to 10th. Harlow's up to 14th. Now our biggest mover is going to be Connor. He started 16th on the field and is up to 10th. Ryan Lang too. He started 14th, 8th. People that have gained 6th position. Gary Jaworski gained 7. He started 21st. He's up to 14th. some people making up some time here. Leader Anthony Promoda, Crystal Flash. All right, so it looks like they got the one to go. Right. Gonna be bringing them to the green. Pace truck is off.
Green flag, green
We got a
flag.
green flag. It's another killer start. In front of Jesse Schwann's. Three up front are fast. Ought to be a good race between these guys. Riding from the back of our leader. Dalton got a little loose coming out of the corner there, but he definitely didn't lose no speed. Wheeling it. But he's done gotten back out to single file again. Rachel running in fourth there is doing a real good job. Looks like Cody Morgan decided to go ahead and call it quits. Bernard Persons had too much damage on his truck, decided to retire his truck as well. All right, so after 25 laps, we have Anthony Promoter leading with Jesse Schwann's in second, Dalton Cowden in third. All so close you could throw a blanket under him. We have Miss Rachel in fourth, Ryan Lang in fifth, Marty Phillips in sixth. Doc Stout, well, Doc just took over sixth place from Marty. Patrick Rush in eighth. Tim Marlowe in ninth, and Connor Hall in 10th. Meanwhile, back at the front up here, there's been a killer race going on. Jesse gets a huge run off of two, running that top line. Jesse and Anthony are starting to separate themselves a little bit from Dalton now. Top three's got about a 2.5 second lead already. Running that fast, it's not going to take them long to catch the back of the pack. Hear them tires just wheeling. Anthony's starting to gain a little bit. Every time I say that, Jesse seems to get a good run off that top and closes the gap back up. Managing the gap. Ryan Lang passed Rachel for fourth now. Tim Marlowe moving up here into the sixth position. Going under Doc. Connor's up to eighth. Working his way to the front. Swans has been consistently the fastest truck the last few laps. Getting that tremendous run off the top. Can't seem to get close enough to Anthony to keep Anthony from coming up in front of him and blocking his run. Having a pass for the lead here shortly. Anthony keeps taking his line away from him. Can't seem to get that run to get past him. Do have about 2 seconds on third place Dalton Cowden now. Jesse's trying all he can to get around him. It's underneath him. He just can't make that pass stick. All right, lap 50. Anthony Promoter in first, Jesse Swans in second, Dalton Cowden in third, Ryan Lang in fourth, Tim Marlowe in fifth, Rachel Hunt in sixth, Connor Hall in seventh, Doc Stout in eighth, Marty Phillips in ninth, Joe Zader in 10th, Tyler Bentley in 11th, Jim Johnson in 12th, Ron Thompson in third, Spear in 14th, Patrick Rush in 15th, Brian Helm in 16th, Doug Chappelle in 17th, Gary Jaworski in 18th, Jimmy Babb in 19th. Trucks running that are currently on all right, the leaders have caught the back of the field now. Be interesting to see how lap track plays a factor in the lead. Anthony just threads the needle there, going 3 wide to keep his lead. Looks like Connor's done caught Tim Marlowe and Rachel Hunt and Ryan Lang now. Connor goes around Tim for 6th. Like he's got to make it a twofer. He's going to go around Ryan Lang as well. Oh, good miss. Connor Hall's up to 5th. His eyes on 4th place. Back up front, we still have the same race on. Anthony keeps taking away Jesse's line. Jesse just can't seem to make that pass stick. Can he make it stick this time? Not quite. Anthony is definitely making work for it, that's for sure. Past couple laps, Connor Hall's been the fastest truck on the lap race. At past lap, he was 3/10 faster than the leaders. Leader ran a 1580 and he ran a 1552. These leaders might have their hands full if we get a caution and bunches these cars up, trucks up. He definitely is not giving it up. He's keeping the pressure on. Hoping that Anthony's going to make a mistake. Not giving it to him. Two racing together. How allowed Dalton looks like he's caught back up now. Oh, a little bit of door banging there. Bit of short track racing. Oh, Jesse's got the advantage now. And at lap 74, we have lead change. Jesse Swans goes to the point. And now we have Dalton's entered the picture. So at lap 75.
All right, man, caution is out.
And
Caution
now we
is
have
out.
a caution. Like maybe Bab that been involved with that one. A little spin around. Well, this will get everybody to pit road, even things out a little bit, get some new tires. We'll be set for the end. Down pit road, everybody here. The lap cars are in. One staying out. Our pole sitter, Brian Helm, is missed the pits or chose to stay out because he pitted. No, here he comes. All right, Anthony is going to beat Jesse Swans off pit road. What a huge move. They have some cars that may try to take the wave around, get the lap back. Brian Helm came in again to the pits. Really sure if he's having some trouble with his truck or what. One to green. All those cars took the wave around. Jimmy Babb will be back on the on the lead lap. Artie Phillips be back on the lead lap. Gary Jaworski will get one lap back, so 3 laps down. Same way with Patrick.
Green, green, green.
All right, going green. Anthony again gets an amazing start. Jesse was. Jesse's going to push it on the start here. He knows if he don't get in front of him now, it's going to be hard enough to do it later on. Early in the run, that low line is definitely. Oh, we got The leader
All right,
spinning.
man, caution is out. Caution is out.
Pushed it a little too hard. Meantime, Dalton was able to run up there and actually grab the lead. Anthony had to back off and keep from hitting Jesse. Let's take another look at that from the rear. Good run off of 2 and then just goes in a little too hard into 3 and it just comes on around on him. Connor Halston got himself up to 4th place now. Rachel been hanging in there top 5 all night. Top 5 or 6. Watch as well before the end of the well, kept Anthony in the lead. Must have been by the scoring pylon. Anthony was still out front. Okay. Connor and Tim Marlowe both still the biggest movers here. Tyler started 16th, is now 4th. Tim started 17th, is now 5th. Definitely made up the most time by that. Five to go. Hopefully we can stay green. Got 1 to green. Right, pace truck's off.
Green flag.
Green flag it is. Anthony gets another killer start. Ron Thompson sporting a new paint scheme tonight. I like the blue. Looks pretty good. Got Mr. Jim Johnson in front of him. Looks like Mr. Tyler Bentley's last year's points champion. Looks like he got a new paint job as well for the yellow. Mr. Ryan Lang in front of him. Then we got Mr. Tim Marlowe. Ryan's going to try to make that pass on the outside. In front of them, Connor Hall. Then Miss Rachel. Back up front. Two are going at it. Coming at 35 to go. Anthony and Dalton laying it all out there. Oh, got Mr. Doc and
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution
and
is out.
Patrick and several Joe Zader. Like like coming into the corner here. They got a little loose, and Doc had to check up, and then calamity started. Already Phillips involved. Patrick Rush was involved. This I have to say is probably the most cautions I've seen so far. Now with 31 laps to go, and some of these people running around in the back decided to go ahead and hit. Let's see how that plays out for them. Run a couple laps, so but that now has allowed Jesse Swans to get back up to third place. I already know he's got a strong truck. Jim Johnson's always pretty strong. We'll see how this is going to play out. Like after that little series of pit stops and cautions, we have Anthony up front, Jim Johnson in second, Jesse Swans in third, Jason Spear in fourth, Doc Stout in fifth, Dalton Cowden in sixth, Ryan Lang in seventh, Hunt in eighth, Tim Marlowe in ninth, and Connor Hall in 10th. Looks like starting with Dalton in sixth, where the fresh tires are at. So the first 5 are on couple lap old tires. We are about to see how much better new tires are. 1 to go. Pace truck off.
Green, green,
Green
green.
flags in the air. Once again, Anthony gets a great start. Looks like Jim Johnson's going to hold off Jesse Swans and keep second. Then we can sit back and see how these new tires are going to play out. Dalton Cowton's already up to fourth. Anthony looks like he pretty well got her dialed in there.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
One more caution. Like maybe Ryan Lang. Ryan Lang and Brian Helm, maybe? Yeah, looks like Ryan just got loose. Came up, collected Tyler Bentley. Like it definitely knocked a toe out of it, that's for sure. Tough break for Tyler Bentley. He hadn't had a whole lot of good luck this year. Well, Connor went from 10th to 6th, and Dalton went from 6th to 4th. New tires. Probably helped a little bit. Ryan Helm got the lucky dog, making his little lap around. Still only 3 trucks out of the race. Doug Chappelle, Cody Morgan, and Bernard Person. 5 trucks a couple laps down. So Ryan Helm's a lap down and Tyler Bentley's a lap down. Ryan Lang's 2 laps down from extended stay in pit road for damages in that last caution. Gary Jaworski's 4 laps down, and Patrick. And most of that was getting caught up in messes. So 1 to go. Gonna come back to green with 18 to go. Let's hope we can get those 18 out. All right, pace truck's off.
Green,
Got
green,
a
green.
green flag. Anthony gets a Awesome start once again. Jim Johnson's staying in second place. Dalton Cowden going on the outside of Jesse Swans for third. Dalton is just flying.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution
Once
is
again.
Out.
Like Doc may have spun this time. That looks like Doc just got a little too loose coming up off the corner. Huh? Got it in the gas a little too much. Well, while we're on the caution, let's see if we can pull old Connor down into the channel here and see if we can get his take on the race.
What time do you get out of that?
Connor Hall, Jim up in the booth. How you doing, man? What do you think of this race?
Is this for real?
Yeah, we're streaming.
Oh,
No comment?
it's good.
Good. Look like you're coming on pretty good. You're one of the highest movers in the race. Think you got anything for these boys up front?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. That's not very confident, man.
I just don't have the time behind the wheel. These guys and gals are really, really good. So
All right.
trying not to knock everybody's doors off.
I got you.
Charge complete.
All right, man. I'll move you back up here.
Yeah, sorry
All right.
for the
That's a
casual interview. I didn't know you moved me.
all right. That's all good, man. Figured since we were under caution, I'd make the most of it.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
Let's see if we can talk to our leader real quick before we go green. Anthony, Jim up in the booth. How you doing, man?
Not too bad.
Think you got anything for these boys?
Dalton's the one I'm most worried about with the fresh tires.
Yeah, he's the first one on the fresh tires, and then Connor's right behind him. So, should be an interesting race. Connor said he didn't feel too confident, so maybe you'll be okay. But you know how them cagey short track drivers are; they ain't never gonna say nothing.
Yeah, they won't tell you anything about it. Connor hasn't been a factor all race. Dalton has been, and then Jesse and I battled so hard. Dalton was able to run us back down before that caution a couple of cautions ago.
Yep.
Like, we can't race this hard like this, or we'll just burn our stuff up. And
All right, buddy. Well, it's 1 to green. I'll move you back. All right. Good luck, man.
all right, thank you.
Green, green, green.
All right. Anthony gets another good start. Jim Johnson still in second. Those fresh tires in third place with Dalton there. Gonna be tough. You heard it from the leader there, so that's the one he's worried about. So all right, 8 to go. Let's see if we can hold it together here. Jim Johnson putting on a pretty good show tonight, too. Definitely one of those rhythm tracks, kind of like Martinsville. Like Anthony starting to put a little daylight now with only 6 laps to go. He's looking pretty good here. Let's hope we can just keep it green. Like Tim Marlowe's trying everything he can to get under Jesse there. He's done gotten around Dalton. Dalton's falling back. Must have burned his tires up a little bit trying to catch up. 2 to go. All right. Looks like Anthony's going to pull it off. All right. And there you have it. Anthony Promoter with a huge win. All right. Official results. Anthony Promoter in first. Jim Johnson in second. Jesse Swans in third. Tim Marlowe fourth. Dalton Cowden fifth. Connor Hall in sixth. Jason Spear in seventh. Rachel Hunt in eighth. Marty Phillips in ninth. Ron Thompson in 10th. That's your top 10. Get them boys in here for an interview. We had our...
Yeah.
All right. Good job. Good job, Anthony. First time this season for Jim Johnson in here, ain't it?
No, I won.
Huh? When? How long? When? In this season?
Or yeah, last race.
You won one.
What was the last race?
The last race?
You won Milwaukee.
Yeah, Milwaukee Mile.
Oh, that's right. Yep. Yeah, well, good.
I don't even know how I ended up where I was at. I spun out at the beginning of the race.
Yeah, some of those
They all
cautions
pitted-
and stuff got you. Yeah, helped a little bit. But you were still strong at the end. You were running pretty good lap times, so there was nothing definitely wrong with that. Go out and beat people.
I thought for sure me and Anthony were sitting ducks out there, but
Oh, I did too. I thought I was just sitting duck to those guys on fresh tires.
I swear I was sitting here saying it in the stream that I'm like, yeah, it's going to be tough, but like Jesse could get to you and you kept blocking his run and killing his momentum, so he definitely couldn't get around you. And I knew he was going to race you hard on that restart, and he just shoved it a little too hard into the corner there, and the ass end came out. So
You mean Dalton?
no, Jesse
Okay.
on that.
I know he was blocking, having to block both of them.
Right. Well, he just went in the corner too hard, trying to beat you into the corner, and the back end just came around on him when that happens. On cold tires, it just won't happen. Well, good job, man. Well, I mean, you were even with new tires. Dalton was falling back. He must have just burnt his stuff up bad. Know what happened to him. Tim was coming on there at the end, looking pretty good. But other than that, definitely a unique track to run. It's another one of those rhythm tracks you got to get into.
Yep. Rhythm comes in handy. The The battle I had with Jesse earlier in the race was really good.
Oh yeah, that was amazing. That was good racing there.
I was getting frustrated though because I knew what was gonna happen. Is with us battling like this, Dalton's just sitting there and just cheesing his tires.
Yep.
And just about that time that caution came out, it's like thank God it did because we were both gonna be sitting ducks to Dalton.
Oh yeah, he was right behind you. I mean, he literally
I looked
knocked
up and
off
he
2
was right on my
seconds.
bumper. I'm like, oh, we're screwed.
Yeah, y'all had 2 seconds on him, and in 4 laps he caught up. But I mean,
Yep.
you guys are going through lap traffic too, so that didn't help.
Yeah, the lap traffic didn't help. I think I had, I don't know who it was. One of the guys, he's a red truck,
Cody,
tried to block. Who was it?
probably Cody. Cody's in the
No,
silver.
where? He's not here now.
Let's see. The only other red truck would have been Chappelle or Bab.
I think it was Chappelle.
Yeah, the 83 truck, red and black.
I think it was Chappelle.
Yeah, he went out early. It was
He went out on around lap 57.
yeah, 72 laps down.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, I'm not going to ask you guys the same questions because I'm all in here.
All I want to do is thank Russ, thank
Yeah.
Doc, thank whatever. What the heck is the name of the sponsor of their league?
Oh, Nitro.
No, not Nitro.
FRT,
Nitro's one of the
FRT.
sponsors. FRT is the other
FRT.
sponsor. FRT, I want to thank for sponsoring the league and everything.
Jim, you got anybody you want to give shout outs to, man?
Yeah, Russ, everybody at Nitro, FRT, you for doing this. We appreciate it. Doc,
Yep.
You ain't got one of them $1 million
Everybody.
sponsors, man?
I ain't got one of those.
That was Connor.
That's Connor, yeah.
And Jim,
Yeah.
congrats on the sneak and race strategy there.
Dude,
Yeah.
That strategy where you
Dude,
didn't pit and I didn't pit and you started behind me, I'm like, oh, this is going to be interesting.
well, I pit with you guys on the last pit stop
Yep.
after that long run we had. And then I just hopped in the set before practice in that one practice room. And I thought, I'm garbage. And then I spun out and I go, oh, I'm really garbage. And then on the long run, I was doing good. You know, I was catching
Yep.
up. And then I'm like, screw it. These tires aren't that old.
Well, you were screwed in no matter what, Anthony. They were going to do the opposite of what you did anyway. So
Yeah, and I was just
I would've
hoping
done
enough people would stay out with me, and
Right.
luckily enough, I had enough of them do it.
yeah, that helped a lot.
And because the outside lane can roll so well, if they stick somebody to their outside, it's so hard to get past them.
That's why I was hoping just to get behind you and freaking ride and keep on the button, you know, but they got under me a couple times there. I was like, shit, I would have to let them go.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
you can hold them off pretty good in the outside line.
first
Because that's how I was
couple
keeping
laps.
Jesse behind me for so long, was because I was able to roll the top.
Well, the first couple laps, you almost have to run the bottom. After the tires warm up, you were running truck lane off the bottom and then coming up into his lane because he was running the top beginning of the run, and you would block that lane and it would just kill his momentum. You could see it, and I knew he was probably getting frustrated, but that was that.
Oh, we had one. We had one
run.
door slam between the two of us.
Yeah, I see that.
When he
called
he
him out.
decided he wanted to try to crowd me up the track, and we come back off the corner after him doing that, and I decided, yeah, we're not doing this. I'm gonna go down door slam him down the straightaway,
Right.
but not hard enough to get any incidents or anything. I gotta make sure that they don't
Right.
count me for incidents after the race because I wrecked the truck on the exit.
Bro, Doc's
yeah.
gonna stick you to those. He ain't gonna let those
Oh,
not
crap.
happen.
Yeah.
You watch.
Yeah, he was trying to freaking slide it around the corner. I seen that.
Doc ain't gonna take those incident points away from you,
Well, how is that? Because if you do a burnout, it gives you incident points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. But you
And it was
smacked the
actually
wall.
technically
I was
after
like,
the
what's he
race. I
doing?
didn't hit anybody.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
Yeah, I got to get
Thanks.
ready to go out. I go to bed early. I got to head to Bristol in the morning. So,
Thanks again, Jim.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Thank
all
you.
right. You guys have a good one.
You too.
Yeah,
All
you too.
right. So that does it for Bristol Motor Speedway and the B-Speed Contender Series. With our winner, Anthony Promoda, Jim Johnson in second, and Jesse Swans in third. We will see y'all next week.